I think because I've been through so many. So they thought that I was going to die. So then I had to reassure them I was not going anywhere. And then I had a stroke. And all the time I kept thinking, La ilaha, La ilaha, La ilaha. But that's what gets me through that one little ayah.
اللهم ثبتهم على الإيمان وارزقهم أعلى الجنان كما رزقتهم هداية القرآن. بالقرآن اهتديت.
بالقرآن اهتديت، في رحبه تحلو الحياة، شوقا إلى المولى أتاي، أسلمت روحي للإله، نور الحنايا والضلوع، لله أعلنت الرجوع، آياته تغدو شموع، ويفيض في قلبي سنا، نور الحنايا والضلوع، لله أعلنت الرجوع، آياته تغدو شموع، ويفيض في قلبي سنا.
My name's Margaret Al-Alaq. I'm 57. I was born on the 28th of July 1957. I come from Chorlton-cum-Hardy in Manchester, England.
هي أول من لبس الحجاب في مدينتها. عانت الكثير من الاضطهاد والظلم بسبب إسلامها. تأثرت باللقاء بأم حسين مارغريت من مانشستر.
Growing up in Manchester, I used to go to church in a church in Ardwick. It was the High Church of England. But as I was getting older, I found myself disbelieving more of what they were saying. I couldn't really bring myself to believe that the three in one made much sense. The Father, the Son and the Holy Ghost made much sense. It just didn't ring true. But when you tried to ask questions, you were just told off and told, well, the priest said so and that's it. So I just kept on going, more out of habit than anything. But I lost faith very quickly.
كنت تعرفين شيئا عن الإسلام؟ تقرأين عن الإسلام؟ في أحد من الأشخاص حدثك عن الإسلام؟
No, I knew very little about Islam because the friends that I did have, they didn't tell me much about Islam. When you tried asking them about it, they didn't really go into it. They just told me the basics and I didn't know really anything about. There was nowhere to go.
قصة لقائها بزوجها المسلم طويلة، وكانت هي بداية تعرفها على الإسلام.
We met in 75, at my home in 1975. He took me to see Babylon and he took me to got most of all around Baghdad.
تزوجت أم حسين من هذا الشاب المسلم وانتقلت معه إلى بغداد، وكان لهذه الزيارة أثر كبير في حياة أم حسين وتعلقت كثيراً بأم زوجها.
I think she must have. She was wonderful. Oh, I love that lady. Oh, she was, apart from my mum, I've always missed that lady. She was a really nice lady. I think she must have. Very gentle lady. But they never pushed. Neither did my father-in-law. They never pushed. It never mattered to them whether I was Muslim or not. But he wasn't a religious person. He was more a political person than he was a religious person. So I got no religious feedback from him. It was more from his family that I got more my and myself from my religious, because I always had that spirituality. He didn't have any spirituality.
ما الذي أقنعك في الإسلام؟
I can't put a defining reason on why I became Muslim, except that I felt it was the right thing for me. That after especially when I went to Iraq, and I felt that it was the right thing for me when I got there, and I was interacting every day within the family, and I was just seeing everything, hearing the muezzin. I'd been in a few mosques.
أين نطقت الشهادة؟ أم حسين.
I took my shahada in Baghdad. I took it at the same time as I was getting married in Baghdad, and over the years did I actually come to know myself through my own study and own experience what actually, it was a life experience, what shahada actually means.
أشهد
أشهد
أن لا
ألا
إله
إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمد
رسول الله.
رسول الله.
نور الهداية زار صدري، هو مبتدأ أنسي وعمري، فعزمت للرحمن أمري، وعلى خطاطها مشيت يا نفحة.
عندما رجعت من بغداد إلى بريطانيا وكنت على الإسلام الحمد لله، هل مباشرة ارتديت الحجاب؟
It was about 2 years. My husband had left us, and I decided that, and it was after the grieving process of losing my husband, and I decided that, right, I wanted to bring my children up as Muslims, and 2, I wanted to bring my children up biculturally. I wanted to do the whole thing, which was, if I was going to be a Muslim, then I would have to dress as a Muslim, which I knew was going to be difficult because the lack of decent clothing around at that time. Where was I going to get Islamic type clothing? Where was I going to get meat from? Where was I going to get the knowledge from? Because there was no shops to sell books.
إصرار مارغريت على الحجاب وتمسكها به رسالة لكل مسلمة مترددة بلباس العفة.
They all made fun of me for being Muslim. One auntie cried. She thought it was the end of the world. My mother was born in 1917. My father was born 1907. So the education about Muslims wouldn't have been very good at that time. The first year we came back to Chiltern. We'd been living in Wythenshawe. We had a really hard time, and we had police protection for the first year, 5 times for the first year. I've been spat at, I've been kicked, I've been shouted at, I've been abused in lots of ways because I've worn this piece of material. I've worn a long dress. I've never let it stop me, because this is who I am. I'm a Muslim. I'm quite happy with it. Things are opening up. Things are getting better. Things are getting a lot better.
يا نفحة القرآن فوحي عطرا على قلبي وروحي، يا بلسما يطوي جروحي، لولا الهداية ما ارتويت. روحي